Funding managers distribute funds on behalf of the Tindall Foundation. They receive a certain amount of our funds, which they distribute to other organisations, and they also receive a small administration support. It was felt in the early days that the Tindall Foundation, although we covered the whole of New Zealand, we didn't have people on the ground in all the small communities, so we approached different organisations who worked in the communities and in the different regions and asked if they would work with us and fund to community groups in their area. The Tindall Foundation feel that by using funding managers, they really enhance what we do, and we couldn't do this work without them because of their knowledge of the organisations within the small communities.
Tonight we're in Papatoe at the South Auckland Christian Food Bank Community Dinner. As a funding manager on behalf of the Tindall Foundation, we distribute funds to organisations like this one tonight. The grants can cover all family needs, and that would range from emergency housing to food-related grants, e.g. food parcels, community dinners, that type of thing. And out of that you usually find people need budget help. So with those core essential needs, we then also fund things like women's refuge services, teenage suicide prevention, a host of any needs that bring a family down. Our job is to put the family unit back together again, and the grants that we receive from the Tindall Foundation help us do that. There's a good relationship and a good understanding. There's a very clear process. There's an excellent set of criteria and guidelines to help direct us about the use of the funds, to ensure that those funds produce outcomes for families. And I believe that the whole arrangement that our organisation has with the Tindall Foundation is very much built on that model.
We operate every Wednesday night. We do about 34 dinners a year. The need for food parcels is very real, and it's not getting any better. We have been sort of pretty much at maximum capacity now for about the last 3 years, and yeah, it's very real. I mean, really tragic, sad situations. The good news is that a lot of those families do, once they become involved with us, do engage in budgeting, and those families do turn the corner and become financially independent, so not dependent on us, which is what we're all about, so it's great. Privileged, challenging, quite different. Every day is different, but yeah, it's a real privilege and quite humbling.
I really love working with the funding managers. They are amazing people. They do a fantastic job for us. They take it very, very seriously, and I think of them as my babies.